Hi everybody, and welcome back to another stream. Hope you're doing good tonight. We are going to be working on some more Space Marines today, but first of all, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you like the stream. Trying to keep that engagement up, and if you haven't, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, all the little things that YouTube likes for me to say. Whew, English is going to be a struggle today. Yes, it is. But anyway, so we did a little poll after last night's stream where we finished up. I say finished up. We got a squad of Stern Guard, mostly painted. So we got them to the point where, in my Sons of the Phoenix paint scheme, I do a gloss varnish on my models, so I can then do a oil wash that just works like magic and just pops all the cracks and crevices, puts in really nice contrast to the whole model, and overall just kind of brings it all together. And we also did a couple washes on two other models and really enjoyed that and how satisfying that was. So as an incentive to get me to actually paint my Space Marines, we're gonna kind of be batching them out. We're gonna do a squad at a time here on stream. You all are gonna pick which squad comes next each time, and then we will do a big celebration stream where we just do the washing on 2-3 squads, depending on how many, when we feel like we need a reward, So we put up a poll, and well, the Terminators won. So we're gonna be painting the Terminators that came out of my Leviathan box, which I think is gonna be quite fun. I haven't touched these models in a couple months. They've just had the white armor and the purple sleeves and kneecaps done. Super basic. So figured we just jump in today and go ahead and yeah, just go ahead and get right to it. Put this out of the way. Let's see, I'm gonna be able to hear the stream today. Let's get into it. Let's start. Let's get some white. Ooh. Man, I'm loving that paint rack. Just a little extra organization it gives me. Wow. I am a little clumsy today. Noticed it all day. I think it's just going back to rehearsals at my day job, just a little tired physically. It's sore. It's good. It means I'm working out. It means I'm working hard. But it does mean I ache a little bit. cleaning up the white bits of the armor. Usually titanium white is perfectly fine for this. So it's usually on highlights that I get a hit anyway, but sometimes there's a spot that should be a bit darker. That's very obviously visible. I'm not seeing any, so I don't think I'm gonna worry about mixing up any other colors. Cool. So I also noticed there's a couple spots that I missed on the purple. So I need some more of that. Again, need to get a good dry palette going. For metallics, for speed paints, for other things, because I'm hoping to just slap chop my guard, especially if that ends up being a thing for the channel. I like that idea more and more. Yeah. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet. I'm just trying to be really precise with all this right now. There we go. Cleaned up. Yo, I'm tired tonight. If I don't get more people talking in chat before too long, I might tap out early. I'm gonna do the dang thing myself. There we go. I do want that to be black. I do indeed. So I want this to be different. Whew. Wow. I'm quite tired. I know I'm kind of trying to marathon out and stream every day this week, but just as a feel out, but I might be capping out at, what, 3 nights in a row? It's good to know for once I start putting a schedule together. Oh shoot, I need to send a message to a man. Do that in a minute though. Jeez. It's kind of annoying how tight this assault cannon is to his body. I know I'm gonna end up getting some of his little thigh plate. Is that a coif? Coif plate? I think. Could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but you know. How much does it actually matter? His little quad plate hip protector doodad. Wow. Oh my gosh. I flicked black paint onto that kneecap. Oh, at least it's coming up. It's gonna be like a preemptive wash that I'm not gonna be a fan of. Okay. She got it pretty good. Do y'all hear the cat? I'm trying to decide whether or not I hear the cat. The rest of the house must be pretty tame if she's coming to bother me. Where's that motion? If one of them's coming to bother me. black I'm gonna do. No, we're gonna tap these lenses. That might be all the black I need. Mostly just weapons, and I want to hit those power cables. I did do the visible underglove on the other ones. Very chill stream tonight, I guess. Half an hour, no one watching. I've had a couple good nights, so I won't complain. Like those spots are gonna hit by the wash. Don't do more work than is necessary. Give me a second, everybody. I'm gonna go check on the cat. Sorry about that. Just cat being noisy. What you gonna do? Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome everyone who just jumped into chat. Nice to have you tonight. I was a little worried I was going to be all lonely. So everyone who came in, just, you know, the YouTube things, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the little things. We did do a poll on what squad we were painting next. We're going to try to batch out some of my Space Marines, so my Space Marines actually get painted eventually. And then we're going to have a kind of celebration day where we do all the oil washing at the same time, because it's damn satisfying. So Terminators won the poll, so I'm finally putting paint on my new Leviathan Terminators. I say new. I only have these with this squad, which is the Leviathan, you know, quick build, monopose ones, and then I do have a box of the new Terminator squad. Which, to that end, I don't know what the best heavy weapons option is. The Leviathan guns came with an assault cannon, of course, but I haven't looked at the details of the data sheet to like think about what the best option is to build for the other squad. It's not an issue right now, and of course I can always magnetize if I really want to have options. I'm sure they're all about the same as, you know, we can't buy in war gear options anymore. So I'm just blocking out the black, which is going to be the weapons and the little bits of the underglove you can usually see. And the ranged weapons, of course. That for a second. That's two. Yeah. So that's what's up. Cat is still needy. Dude wants to play. I can't play tonight. If he just wanted attention, if he just wanted to be with someone, I'd let him in. Let him say hi to chat, but he's got the zoomies. Everyone in the house is tired, so no one's playing with him. Poor guy. So yeah, we're having a chill night in here. I'm tired. I'm not talkative. But told myself I'd stream every night possible this week, and I'm in good shape to do every night this week, though I might have to skip tomorrow, depending on whether or not I have a thing. again, I've been pretty good about posting the scheduled stream at least an hour in advance, so you'll know if there's a stream or not. And I'll also probably say something on my Instagram story, so make sure you're following that, link in the description. Yeah. So yeah. Again, wish I had some quippy questions to ask, but I'm really just chilling tonight. The things we're painting tonight are probably going to be the most like exciting things in the world, as I'm gonna see how I feel when I'm done getting the black down on everything. And then I'm probably gonna black out the bases, but then that might be where I call it for the night. But we'll see. We'll see what time it is at that point. We'll see how I'm feeling. Didn't do his booty. Backs of his knees. here's a point that I don't know if a lot of people think about. Basing your metallics in black, especially for silvers and golds, will give a much more vibrant look. I don't do this for all my metallics, but for my sword blades, I always make sure I do it. Especially for this army, because it's the metallics. I want the metallics to pop so much off the white. It also helps you play with some different variations of your metallics. So if it's under white, you're gonna have a lighter color versus if it's under black, you're gonna get a darker, richer color. So the gold that goes on this crossguard that's gonna be black is gonna be a little different than the gold that goes on the Crux Terminatus here, and it's gonna be the same paint with the same pigment, so it's going to look cohesive. It's just gonna be a slightly different for no extra effort. Well, a tiny bit of extra effort. And for this guy, because his sword is held so low, I'm not going to worry too much about painting the inside of it. Let me know who all's in chat. Everybody say hi. Always curious to see who returns, and always welcome for new faces and new names. Oh man, that's a big old blob of black right on his elbow where there really shouldn't be any. Get off that. Damn. I'm making it worse. Come on. This guy definitely needs some attention on his arm. He doesn't have a big old power fist. Hey, Photosynthesis Man, how you doing? Yeah, no, don't procrastinate things, but thanks for popping in, thanks for saying hi, thanks for wishing us a good day. Hope everyone's having a good one. Yeah, just hit mute. I appreciate just having the view counter on there matters quite a bit right now. So, yeah. Good luck on your essay. Hope you can knock it out. Hey, how you doing tonight? Welcome in. Having a really chill stream tonight. I am kind of tuckered out after my day. Very chill, very laying low, but the Terminators did win the poll over which Space Marine squad we're painting next, so we're at least gonna block out the rest of the base coats tonight. And then we will probably pick it up from there tomorrow. It was weird. It snowed quite a bit here today. So my whole morning just felt delayed. They did indeed terminate the poll. I think on YouTube it was something like 80%. And then on Instagram it was something like 76%. Maybe I've got those backwards. I think only like 2 people in the entire internet wanted me to paint Hellblasters. I was kind of surprised to see people vote for Heavy Intercessors. But a couple people did. I like those models. I think they look great. Sword, power, booty. Gotta do the booty. I don't hate them in game. I think they don't have a clear purpose in game right now. I've had fun running a squad of them as just a nuisance objective holder. You know, I've got the Apothecary Biologist, so I can give them lethal hits, I think? Yeah, lethal hits. And they become just a really kind of annoying unit that my opponent's always gonna have to dedicate a little bit more to getting them off the battlefield than they would want. And so they either have to ignore them, and now you're getting, you know, you're losing a couple extra wounds here and there from heavy bolt rifles, which aren't terrible, but do they not have AP -1? I thought they had an AP -1. Or do they just get an extra pip of strength on their bolters? Let me see. Wikipedia. I think of them more as a defensive choice than an offensive one. It is so much harder to find things on Wikipedia now that there are less categories. Oh, they're battle line, aren't they? There we are. Heavy intercessors. They do have AP -1. Heavy bolt rifles and the heavy bolter both have AP -1 at strength 5 instead of strength 4. The heavy bolter gets sustained hits on 3 shots and 2 damage. And they get -1 damage when they're standing on an objective. I think they're fine. I don't think they're powerful. You know, I would maybe dock them 5 points. I'd maybe ask that they're 100 points for 5 instead of 105. No, they're 5 -1/1, which is quite a bit bigger. That's on the heavy intercessors. On the storm bolters, I think they are. I think the Terminator storm bolters are 401. Where is this? Terminator squad. Storm bolter. Yep, storm bolters are 401, just with 2 shots and rapid fire 2. Heavy intercessors have a better stat line. Yeah. No. Okay, we're on the same page now. But yeah. I mean, you don't take Terminators for the Storm Bolters. The Storm Bolters are just a nice bonus. I do wish Power Fists were good again. They're just a little. I wish they would wound things on 4s. Wounding vehicles on 5s feels really, really bad with Terminators. Just my opinion. But because like they still feel good and they still feel right power wise into any infantry. The power fists do, but they're supposed to be anti-vehicle weapons and they're supposed to be able to punch up a little bit harder. Yeah, Soul Terminators exist. I tell you, yeah. I just don't have any Assault Terminators, and I'm not gonna buy any until they get a new scale kit. Which they will, probably halfway through 10th. But I can also just get, because my Space Marine armies is a first company anyway. It's an army of veterans. I'm perfectly fine getting like Deathwing Knights and taking the little Dark Angels swords, or Dark Angels winged sword insignias off of them, and using those as Assault Terminators, which is really tempting, by the way. Just use their maces as Thunderhammers, but even Thunderhammers, I don't think they swing that much harder. So that paves the way for new terms in that boxes. I'm sure it will. I'm sure that's going to be the next big Space Marine release is going to be, well, obviously the Dark Angels, but I bet that comes with at least, you know, the Deathwing upgrade kit, and then the Deathwing Knights and stuff. So yeah, they look cool. The helmets on the Deathwing Knight, the new Deathwing Knights, look so freaking awesome. So I'm getting really good at cleaning up my mistakes tonight. So I'm spilling so much black on white armor. So yeah. So yeah, I keep zoning out. Oh, my posture's terrible right now. Oh, my back's gonna be so tight in the morning. Whew, jeez. I mean, I'm not in that much danger. Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear my neck cracking? Ooh. Ooh, that was a good one. So, yep, trying not to shrimp, trying not to destroy my back. Oh, day job does that enough. Alright, well that's the blacks done. Let's do the bases. Let's block out the bases. What is it? It's in 6 or 807. You just said my neck, my back. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Quite the legendary artist that is. One. These guys have all the tactical rocks. He's got a tactical pipe, he's got a tactical rock, and a tactical ammo pile. He's got a tactical rock, he's got 2 tactical rocks, he's got a tactical slab. And that guy's boring. That's such a shame. Really outdid themselves with these Leviathan models. Wait, no, he has to have something. So I think all these bases have... No? Okay then. Oh, I guess they all had 2 holes. Did I do this on the stern guard? Yes. Okay. That was almost a problem. Ugh. Jesus. I'm tired, y'all. My body hurts. Hey, we're at 6 viewers. Huzzah. It's almost a channel record. Okay. 6 of you. Here on the channel, we are running a bit of a scheme against YouTube. And I need all y'all's help with it. So right now, if you're on a web browser, if you're just on your phone, hang out. If you're not, if you're on a web browser, go here. This stream will go into a little pocket. Go to my channel. Scroll down. See all the things I offer. At some point, check out the shorts because that's gonna help the channel a lot. You're gonna find this workbench streams playlist. And it's gonna pull up. What's that? Last night's stream? No, stream from 2 nights ago. It was first on there. That's weird. It's gonna start playing. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the settings. Playback speed, 0.25. That's it. Hit the mute button. Come back to this stream. Enjoy this stream. Let that one run in the background. As long as you forget that it's there. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out. It's gonna let me do this more and more. I appreciate it. Cheers to you. Just trying to scheme to get my total watch hours up quickly so YouTube will give me some more tools so I can make my streams better. So we get more viewers in here by having, better streams and all that jazz. Though, honestly, this week we've been killing it. It's not quite perfect, doing more, but nothing ever is, and I'm just looking for improvement so I can maybe do this more and more and not have to go wait tables. I opened YouTube the other night and your stream was on top of my recommended. Let's go! Oh, good. I'm so glad the algorithm's doing something for me because I could have never known. Is that the first time you ever found my channel? I've kind of been assuming everyone who's been popping in is someone who's known of me before because this channel's been active for almost a year and a half. So, I was kind of expecting the algorithm to not like me all that much. Wow! Well, so glad to have you. That actually makes me feel a hell of a lot better about, well, all of it. To know that the algorithm is pushing me to people. Are you a Warhammer person or are you a nerfing person? What do you need? Nothing important. Jeez. It's like a nifty EC paint job. Thank you. Glad, kind of glad it was Battle Mace 40k. Nice. I'm actually flattered that my paint job's what got you on stream. I like to think that my paint jobs aren't incredibly unapproachable and unachievable, but I am rather proud of some of my results. Particularly on the Space Marines. I think the Space Marines look quite good. And to be fair, my orcs are shaping up pretty good too. I only just got recommended your stream today. Hey, well, welcome in. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you so much for saying hi on chatting in stream. Please like, follow, subscribe, all the things. I'm trying to grow on here. I'm trying to make this, let this be at least a part-time thing for me. So I'm doing a week of streaming every day of this week. There's a chance I'm gonna have to pop out one evening and not stream one evening, but I'm trying to go all the way through Friday of streaming every night just to get the content churning again on here. Trying to turn into a hobby space streaming channel, because that is what's easiest for me to produce. But I would love to be able to afford the time to do things like lore shorts on my armies and quick tip shorts from things I found out, and you know, some partnerships and some collaboration with some other creators, because I know there's some really amazing ones out there similar to me who's just trying to get it going. Only talk to chat or only game. Well, part of the reason I have a good balance right now is my streams are still small, and so I can sit here and I can paint and read the entirety of chat, and I don't need anyone to produce, and I don't need to give all of my attention to chat. So that's I'd like to think that that's a luxury I have right now. I don't think that will always be the case, but I especially if I'm doing this series, the workbench streams, I would like to maintain this balance. At some point, I would love to try to do a game for the channel, at least until the fall. It's probably gonna be a battle report. Just go film at my local gaming store. I know they let people do that. They were actually the last game, no, not the last game I played, but last weekend there were a couple guys playing a game of Epic, like old Epic, not new Horus Heresy Epic, for a battle report for I think a blog they run. It was cool. I'd never seen someone playing Epic in person before, so I think they were playing Tau versus Dark Dark Angels? No, Tau versus Death Watch, I think. It was very cool to see. So, you know, I might try to do that at some point. It would take me forever to edit together, but you know, if I'm streaming consistently, then I'm not relying on any edited videos for my content, and I'm trying to do some sort of short. Right now I'm working on a couple that I've shot a couple, and I'm in the process of editing them, that are not just pulls from my streams, but I'm obviously gonna pull clips from my streams to be shorts for the channel, because that just helps engagement, and it just is the number one thing that appeases the algorithm right now. Really, I don't really give a damn about making shorts. I don't want to make shorts. That's not entertaining for me. That's not fun for me. But it's the best thing I can do right now to grow the channel. Besides having you lovely people here and you lovely people active in chat and liking my stream and doing all the things. Rocks. Let's hit rocks. Let's try to get to 9. Let's see if I can survive to 9 tonight. Let's finish basing out the bases. And then maybe I'll do the purity seals. And I think that almost gets me up. That might get me up to just doing the metallics. So we can do metallics tomorrow. And then, or the metallics on the next stream. Probably, maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be the day I have to duck out of streaming. And again, it's not to say that I'm never going to have just a sit down and chat stream. I genuinely enjoy those. Hey. He was here a second ago. I think he's got the stream on in the background. I think he said something about having to write a paper, so he's kicking around. But no, you three are kind of my regulars right now. I'm just waiting for the life size 40K game where I have to move like a 10-ton motorized warsuit across a basketball court. Now, one thing I am kind of interested in, because, okay, tangent, we'll get back to the bases in a second. Obviously, I'm 3D printing knights. I'm 3D printing orc knights right now. This is one of the things that I hope will help the channel grow, because it's quite unique and quite cool, even though these are not my designed models. These are most of the models I'm using right now, I think all but one, are designed by Gear Guts Mech Shop. Amazing designer, amazing worker, makes some of the coolest orc models I've ever seen. Something I am definitely interested in when I have the space to store them is to do a knight household and to do a Titan Legion. Do a Warlord or Reaver and a couple War Dogs, and go and play a game of Titan March and film a Titan March battle report, like on a basketball court or something. Now, this will probably require me to print and paint 2 Titan Maniples, which I'm just now realizing as I'm saying this. So this might be a project for a year from now, if that. But I think that would be fun, and that would be a fun battle report to put. It used the Titanicus rules, of course, not 40K rules, but I think it would still be fun. Wow, what? Now that comment to like, yeah, that happens sometimes. I'll be right back. Yep. Yes, please. Spamming my content is gonna do some things. What I really need right now is watch hours, so that's the one thing keeping me out of the YouTube Partners program, which is the monetization program. This will give me a lot more tools that I can do things with my streams. Once I can get that, I get more permissions from the stream, so I can do more stuff in OBS. I can do things that are a lot more interactive for the audience. And, you know, I'll be monetized, so I won't be, you know, sitting here on my own dime. I'll, you know, it will let me dedicate more time to the channel, and I won't have to work. My eventual goal is that I won't have to work a second job, and that I'll get to do my hobby for my second job. Because I enjoy making content, and I enjoy, well, obviously I enjoy my hobby, because otherwise, why the hell would I do it? So, yeah, go comment on some stuff. Go like the shorts. Go share the shorts with people. Go put on, like I was just showing people, go put on my past streams on in the background on mute. If you have a second Google account, pull up a separate window logged into that Google account and watch this stream on 2 accounts. These are all things that help the algorithm realize that some of y'all crazy people like watching me paint my goofy little army men. Oh geez, I'm all out of YouTube notification. Is this gonna be you? Yep. Yes, sir. No rocks. No rocks on that base. Sergeant's got a slab. So yeah, there's some candid conversation about this channel and about why I'm here. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take anything from y'all except for doing exactly what you're doing, which is watching my content. Other than that, it's just some patience from me. And we'll burn some incense and wear a purity seal and pray to the algorithm god. What else do little tech adepts like us do in this crazy world we call the Imperium? Now that is an army I will not be painting up. I will not be collecting AdMech anytime soon. That shit is busted. GW needs to fix that army. They either need to start, you know, in a lot of cases doubling the amount of sprues in the boxes they sell, or they need to cut the prices of their boxes dramatically, or they need to bring the points costs and the power of that army up drastically. It is freaking criminal what they're doing there. I forgot to lather your computer with the holy oil heretic. What do you mean? My laptop has gotten paint water spilled on it at least twice this month. It has all the holy oils flowing through it. Tactical rocks. Look, I know the tactical rock thing is a huge meme in the community, but I love the tactical rocks on the bases. Okay, I think it's just like forces you to have more dynamic posing in your models, and this is never a bad thing. Should every model have a tactical rock? No. Should sergeants have tactical rocks? Yes. Should characters have freaking massive, gorgeous, built-up bases that make them look amazing? And maybe we'll inspire GW to give us more like Hero Hammer style gameplay back, where our character models feel like the characters in the lore. Hopefully. We can only hope. Oh, why did I wash this brush? There's one more model to do. Oh, he just has a pipe. A pipe that we will paint like a rock. Because he's not that special. Hey, we're back up to 6 people. How about that? How wonderful. Well, that's reason enough for me to keep going and to paint some purity seals, because I'm not gonna cut the stream off right when we peak in our viewership. Ugh, I do need to drink some water though. My voice got so roasted last night. But in all honesty, I'm not gonna mess with metallics tonight. These guys are coming together fast. We'll do the purity seals, and we might chat for a little bit if people are talking in chat. And then we'll call it a night, and we'll be back here. We'll be back here soon to finish off these Terminators. I'm shocked at how fast this went. There's not a whole lot of little. I mean. Let me speak precisely. These Terminators look awesome. They look great. They've got great detail. There's not a lot of little details that are pulled out in my paint recipe for this army. There's no trim. There's not a bunch of random stuff hanging off their belts. There's not none of them, yes, they all have 2 weapons, but none of them have, holstered pistols. None of them have, slung weapons, slings, anything. Like, they're very much just what they have. And some purity seals and some embellishments. All this to say, this is going by faster than I was expecting. We will see exactly what happens the rest of the week. And we'll see when we get our little celebratory oil wash day. So that will be a good day. Here's a question. My 3D printer can do webcam things. I have a Bamboo Labs P1P. It's a beautiful machine, lovely machine. His name's Grayson. Does great work. Obviously. He does great work. Our stream, or like idle streams from him, something that would be interesting to you all, or even the time lapses of his prints, is that something that's interesting for you all? If it's Warhammer adjacent, at least. So when I print a Land Raider for all my Terminators, because Terminators should have a Land Raider to call home. Because I'm not buying a direct from GW. I don't even know how much it is. $90 Land Raider? Not doing that. I'm a poor, starving artist. Cannot afford GW vehicles. Infantry models, yeah. The infantry models are so nice, and they're what's fun. I'll pay for infantry models. Vehicles, no. But is content from the 3D printer something that you all would be interested in? Please make sure you have good ventilation with your 3D printer. It is a FDM printer. It is a plastic printer. This is also why I'm not printing infantry models, is because it doesn't do that high of detail. And it is enclosed and has a activated carbon filter and all sorts of fancy shit. And I mostly print PLA to begin with. No, my current living situation is not one that is at all convenient or conducive to having a resin printer. Someday, maybe, when I can have a standalone studio space, we might get a resin printer, but no, not right now. But still, I thank you for your concerns. But you didn't answer my question. Is printer content interesting at all? People have like 5 3D printers in their living room. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's such a lovely technology, and I'm so glad that and that is getting more and more popular, especially in this hobby. Yeah, but I think a lot of people are way too lax with some of the safety concerns. If you stick around and stay active in the community, by the time I will probably pick your brain when I do look at getting a resin printer. Because, like I said, that's probably an eventuality, but can't say it's my main interest. I don't expect it to be anyone's main interest. I'm just trying to brainstorm different avenues in which I can capitalize on things I'm already doing. You know, this is why my content is starting with these workbench streams. This will not always be all of the content I offer, but right now, my day job's a little stressful and is very mentally demanding. So I want to be painting anyway to relax. So, okay, I want to restart the channel. Let me just do what I already want to do, paint my models, just throw in a live stream. So that's why we're here doing this. And really, it started as me wanting to paint up my knights, but I'm in a pinch right now where I can't paint my knights except for the big boy, but I'm not touching that guy yet. And I'm really happy with the way these two Woglaves came out. But the third one I have isn't even primed because I'm out of primer. And, I figured Space Marines will be what brings in people because they're the infinite popular thing. The source the same as it used to, but make sure the content stays. Yeah, that is also why I know I'm gonna go through a hurdle right now. Is I'm switching audiences actively at the moment. I'm not moving away from Warhammer content anytime soon and miniature content anytime soon. It's just a matter of what the specific content is. Right now it's just, hobby space, painting, miniature building, talking about the hobby. Eventually, I would love to do game content. I would love to do theory crafting content. Yeah, and again, your point exactly is why I'm so surprised there's 3 of you in chat right now who were not members of my audience prior to this week. Because I was kind of expecting to be playing to dead air all week. Or at least first half of the week, but it's Tuesday and there's 6 of y'all watching. There's like 5 channels. Yeah, that is indeed another avenue. My situation is with my day job. I don't have time to have other hobbies. I kind of get one. So when I was big into the nerfing scene, I did that, and that's where this channel started because COVID happened and I was bored because everything shut down. So I started this channel. I was really into the nerfing scene at the time, so that's again where my content started, actually with a submission to a competition that I won, for a nerf modding competition that I won, and then it kind of built from there. But recently, I haven't been able to make it into any nerf wars. I think I've played Humans vs. Zombies once since graduating college. It's just not a hobby I can be active in, and so I was not enjoying it at all. And I had an interest in Warhammer for a while. This is 2 years ago now. So I decided I wanted to learn the game and I wanted to start collecting models because, well, I knew, creating things with my hands, being creative in my free time like this, like, painting, building, solving problems, was extremely relaxing and satisfying to me. I knew I was going to enjoy it. I wasn't sure how much, so I bought a blade champion and a box of custodian guard, and I haven't looked back because I freaking love this hobby. I love doing this. I love chatting with you all people. I really enjoy playing games. I've gotten to play more Warhammer in 2024 thus far than I've gotten to play my entire time in the hobby scene, just because I found such a lovely community up here where I had to move in the fall for work, of course, for my day job. So I am absolutely blessed and lucky for that. And yeah, I just can't say enough. I'm so happy to have you all watching here. I'm really happy that my channel's been recovering so well this week and getting an audience and doing good content. And I know I've kind of hit the ground running with, I think I've got a short uploading every morning, and I've been streaming every day for 4 days now, I think. 5 days now? 4 days now? So, I'm pretty happy with the state of things. It's not to say things can't be better. You all are gonna help me with that, so we're just gonna keep on trucking. I'm gonna do one more step of painting. I think I'm gonna do the parchment on all these things, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I am getting tired and rambly. Ooh. I'm gonna put the wet palette away. Just grab the Agrax and go after it. But yes, eventually might there be more channels for other things, sure. I also would eventually love help on this channel. I have a couple friends that I've talked about doing things with, but they are currently not in very settled places where they can take on uncertain ventures. Neither am I. I'm just willing to in this moment. So I have some ideas. I want to look more into people who play on TTS, on Tabletop Simulator. because I know there's a half-decent community around it. I know Tactical Tortoise does a good bit of content on... he does gameplay content that way. He does... he covers tournaments that way. So I want to look into that as just a possibility, that, you know, a maybe easier way to do gaming content, instead of having to have a large streaming studio space, you know, with a handful of cameras and a table in a private location, and would maybe require less just sheer time input than editing down a battle report on my own. So yeah, like I said, there's ideas for different content. Just doing what I can right now, and if this becomes successful, if this becomes truly worth my time, well, then we will explore those ideas as thoroughly as I can. Because especially if I get monetized and start doing channel members, then I want to make sure I have things that make those memberships feel worthwhile. And extra content is always a good way to do that, as well as, well, a lot of things. There's ideas. Got this long dangly bit that we're gonna paint. I don't know if we're fully gonna do it with text like a purity seal. We're just gonna hit it with Agrax like the rest of them. And it's one less thing that's distinctly different on the model, you know? All his purity seals. Yeah. So yeah, I know I'm starting to see people drop off because it's getting late and I am calming down. I just went on a big old boring rant about YouTube drama. And that's never, I think I've done that a couple times this week. Just waxing philosophic about why I'm sitting here making y'all watch me paint my little minis. Yeah, like, you're always free to leave comments. I'm always open to ideas and to critique and to criticism, of course, because how else do we learn? Just within reason. Don't go telling me my breath stinks, because I know y'all can't tell. Just the one purity seal on our heavy weapons guy? That's a damn shame. He deserves more. Well, that's where I'm gonna call it for painting for the night. I'm getting decidedly tired. Oh, that's not where that goes. Is that where that goes? That is where that goes. Oh, of course. The second I put down my paints, we pop up to 7 whole viewers. Well, whoever just popped in, sorry, you're gonna have to come back later. Just have to tune in next time, because right now, show off where we are. Got the blacks done, we've got the white cleaned up, we got the bases blocked out, we got the purity seals blocked out. Tomorrow we'll do the metallics. Then we might go through, I need to do some highlighting on the stern guard guys as well. So maybe we can batch out some of that across a bunch of models. Depends on how it goes. R.I.P. Mr. 7. See you next time. Well, I think, unless anyone has anything pressing they want to chat about, give you all a second to think. I'm shorter than I started this stream. All right, I moved it down so I would hunch less while I painted. I think we're gonna call it there, chat. Hope you all had a lovely evening. Hope you all have a lovely night, and I will see you all next time. Again, the announcement for the stream will be up a couple hours before we actually go live, so just, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, and go check out my Instagram for just some extra stuff. I'm trying to be pretty active, at least on stories there, as well as getting some shorts and some other things posted over there. So yeah, just make sure you're available for notifications to catch the next stream, and I'll see you all next time.